another good day of practice, and guys are locked in, focused, and getting ready to go. We'll come out here tomorrow, have one, a little walkthrough on Friday, and get ready to tee it up. So,
what's it like going against this high-powered offense?
Well, it's a real challenge, you know, and we've played some really good offenses this year. I think Arizona's ranked 5th in the country when we played them, and Arizona State was up there. And, you know, that's kind of how this Pac-12 is. I mean, there's just a lot of diversity, a lot of skill, a lot of innovation, you know, and this week poses unique and different challenges than the other weeks. I think that, you know, the thing that's different this week is not only do they have an excellent scheme, but they've got players everywhere, you know. I mean, we all know their names. And you better be ready for those guys.
Is there any additional planning that goes into stopping Marquise Lee?
Well, I think there needs to be. You know, our philosophy, and I think the philosophy of most defenses is that you try to learn a scheme, prepare for a scheme, match your concepts against their scheme, and then roll it out and play. But when you're playing a special guy like Lee, and a special guy like Woods, and a special guy like Barkley, and a special guy like Silas Redd, I think there's things that you have to be ready to do. You have to have answers for your players if things start, you know, going the way you don't want them to go.
Is there anything personnel-wise that kind of reminds you of Oregon State a little bit on offense?
No. No. I mean, that's not to be degrading to Oregon State, because I said going into that game I thought they were a really good football team, but their quarterback was a good quarterback. He's since been replaced. I'm not certain that Matt Barkley's about to get benched. You know, Matt Barkley is a Heisman Trophy candidate. The caliber of receivers is as high as you can get in America, in my opinion. I mean, this is the best group of receivers that maybe, you know, and I mean, people say I'm overstating this, but I mean, I've watched the film all week that it's as good as you'll find in college football. You know, I'd put it up against any of all time. You know, Michael Irvin won't want to hear me saying that, but I'd put it up against any of all time.
You've been known to kind of downplay this whole crosstown rivalry. Why is that?
Well, because I think it's important, in order to build consistency amongst your football team, to treat every game as the most important game that week. And I don't believe in looking ahead. I think if you look ahead, then you discount the team that you're getting ready to play. You take your eye off the ball. And so now that this week's here, this is the most important game we'll play.
For you as a coach, though, there's got to be an additional emphasis on beating USC.
Why? We want to win every game. Our goal is to come out every Saturday and beat the team that we're playing, and this week's no different.
Can you clear up if you had any input or any say in getting them to not stab that logo or whatever?
I have nothing to do with that. My job is to coach the football team. All that stuff, that's periphery stuff. I've told you guys many, many times, I focus on what matters. And what matters is that we play good football on Saturday.
What do you think of this USC defense?
Oh, I think they're good. You know, I worked with Monty for a year, and you know, he had a tremendous impact on me and some of my philosophies of defense, especially at the NFL level. And I think they're athletic. I think they play hard. I think it's the best front that we've faced all year, you know, from a skill standpoint. You know, I think that T.J. McDonald is certainly, if not the best safety in the country, one of the best safeties in the country. I think they're really, really talented.
You know, there's some of the weaknesses all year have been turnovers and penalties. I mean, is that something you're trying to exploit?
For us or for them?
Their weaknesses have been turnovers and penalties.
Yeah, so have ours. So we're working on making sure that we eliminate penalties and eliminate turnovers. You know, I don't think you can ever exploit another team's penalties. You know, first of all, some of the penalties that are called are penalties, and some are not penalties, you know. And every week you concentrate on taking care of the football and taking the football away. Every week. That never changes. I've got nothing from, well, no, you today. Okay, I was going to say I got nothing from the right side yesterday. We good?
I think we're good.
All right, thanks, everybody.